Enter. ACCUSE guy in a free media. Your friend, your brother, me. Haji, Dr. Ocean Can, in the raw. Friends and family, brothers and sisters, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Let me show you a piece again of our beautiful sunny, amazing. Look at the branches glistening with and shining and spinning with the sunshine. Look at the branches. Look at the coconut and the banana branches all shimmering and dancing with the wind. A beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you, God, for our beautiful country, Guyana. Now, there's a lot of fighting in the PNC. It's a disgrace that this great party of Forbes Burnham and Hugh Desmond Hoyt has reached this state of degradation and disgrace. They've had so many great leaders, even though maybe totally in opposition, some of them, that the CPU that holds the members' information will disappear. And so they will forge in other names that is not in the system there to be delegates in order to rig the PNC Congress so that it is suspected for Norton to remain as power. It is known that Norton and the PNC stand no chance to win a national election. Well, you know, this is in the ACCUSE guy in the free media, and I'm your brother Haji Ocean Can, and I can't be disturbed. That is why in the raw. And in the raw, because I will be blunt in these presentations. And honest, but blunt, regardless of what position a person may hold in the country, whatever standard of power there may be, I will be blunt and raw when it comes to my principles and ethics for Guyana. But I will not humiliate, but I'll speak the fact, and yet you can be my friend. You might not want me to be your friend, but you will be my friend. Because when I say what I have to say, I have nothing, I'm finished with what I have to say, and usually it's factual. So the PNC is in serious dilemma. Many are alleging that the CPU disappeared conveniently. They have not called in the police. And the aim is to pad the members' list to put in their friends and family so that Norton could win an election. I believe the other contender, big-time contender, senior counsel, will probably fit himself up to take this matter to the court if necessary, if it is believed that there has been fraud and rigging in the election. It'll be a total shame to Forbes Burnham, who set a constitution created by the mind of a legal genius, that they will do this to the internal aspect of the party. We know the penchant of the PNC for rigging. We know their capacity and their skill for that. But you mean to rig internally too? I don't know, Mr. Norton. Oh, sorry, not Mr. Aubrey Norton. I mean, aren't you ashamed that there is any truth in this? Your people don't have faith in you. But you want... I just had a discussion with a few, by chance individually, of some leaders of the party, the PNCR. They don't have faith in you. And they think that you are behind it all, and you just want the perks of being an opposition leader. You're highly disliked by your party and most members of the party. And so, Pandit Ubraj Narine, the former mayor, truly dedicated son of the PNC, man, I never see a guy so love the PNC. And sometimes I questioned him a few times. Why? It's time for you to move on, boy. Youth, move. This party has nothing for you. And if they got you there, it is to use you. Like how they used you just before the last election, and to say certain things about Charles Tongue and Alboy's Tongue and La Penita, upgraded by the president, excuse me, that the government wants to seize people's homes, which is ridiculous and not right, but they used you. Ubraj Narine, I personally believe, but your dedication caused you to say what you had to do. Now, talking about that, have you ever seen Mentor come out and go and visit a pump? His worship, the mayor Mentor, he was the deputy. He saw how Ubraj was running the show. He saw how Ubraj was going out with his spade and his shovel early in the mornings, even when there are floods and garbage, and trying to pile them up and get them out of the place. You mean, Mentor, you haven't learned anything from that young man? And you are just going to play politics because of Norton? I'm very disappointed in you, Mr. Mentor. Very, very, very disappointed. And surprised. And, well, with all that's going on, Ubraj Narine sent out a press release, something like what Amna Ali did. And we know the disagreements party-wise, and they are making accusation on a great woman with 50 years experience in the PNC, accusing her of being a PPP. Can you believe this? Accusing Ubraj Narine and others, particularly of the ethnic, Indo-ethnic race, Indo-ethnicity, for thinking that they want to help the PPP. They want these people who are loyalists to the PNC to be destroyed, completely wiped out. A person like Amna Ali, you will point finger at. A person like Ubraj Narine, you will point finger at. Morceline is quiet. I think he was the man who was forced to sign blank checks by a powerhouse. Till now we can't know why those blank checks were signed, and so on. So they sent out something criticizing and attacking Pandit Ubraj Narine, and we know Pandit Ubraj Narine is a fighter of his own. I have here with me a release that he sent out in the media to the editor. And I asked permission whether I could read it on Indira, and he said, just go ahead. And I will see, as an intellectual, that he has not said that Norton is a racist. But he diplomatically is asking. And because he's asking, they can't answer. And so they're calling they say he says that Norton is a racist. My personal viewpoint is that Norton, according to information and allegation from internally in the party, even from Afro-Guyanese, is that he is a racist. I am not in the party, I really wouldn't know. But from the things one do, one knows, one would know, people would know if you're holy, divine, or you're devilish. If you're a lover of humanity and peoples, or if you're a racist. From the things you do, Mr. Norton. Sorry, no Mr. Now, in a recent statement issued by Chairman of the People's National Congress, PNCR, Sherwin Holder, on his Facebook page, allegations were made against Amna Ali, the former General Secretary of the party. This incident raises pertinent questions about the PNC's stance towards internal dissent and the representation of individuals from different backgrounds within its ranks, obviously referring to ethnic backgrounds. The PNC, under Forbes Burnham, Desmond Hoyt, Robert Corbyn, and David Granger. Ladies and gentlemen, personally, I know none of them were racist. Not David Granger. Robert Corbyn was a man I really, really respected. I would have loved to see him as president. But the universe would not permit him. Desmond Hoyt was the master. Forbes Burnham was the creator of this amazing constitution. I mean, if you have PPPC, whatever. You need to read the Constitution of the PNC, you know, written by Burnham'S personal hand. It's an extraordinary Constitution, exceptional Constitution. Hard to find anything like that in the country and maybe around the world. David Granger recognized her loyalty, value, expertise, and skills, and placed enormous responsibilities on her shoulders. She was a very skillful, smart leader on the front bench. So they all respected Amna Ali. He's coming also on the defense of Amna Ali, as I did in the Raw. As a concerned member of the PNC, one is left pondering the consequences of challenging the party's leadership. You know, he's saying you can't challenge the party leadership, you can't question them. What, is there any democracy? That's my commentary. Will any member who dares to step forward be labeled as a supporter of the rival party, the PPP? So if you step forward and you challenge him for the election, oh, you're a PPP? Further, does the PNC truly welcome individuals of Indian descent like myself under its current leadership? He's been very diplomatic and asking a question. He's not saying that anybody is racial, but he's asking a very diplomatic, powerful question. And a young Sherwin holder can't answer the man. Nor Amna Ali, but he will get into rhetoric to create some kind of a confusion and mental frustration. The accusation against Amna Ali, who has served the PNC diligently for over 50 years, presents a puzzling scenario. How can someone with such a long-standing commitment to the party, lost the spot? I have to go back a little bit. The PNC was built upon the principles of inclusion, unity, and embracing diversity. Forbes Burnham, a visionary leader, had a clear vision of society where all ethnicities coexist harmoniously, working towards the betterment of Guyana. It is this vision that attracted supporters from all walks of life, including Indians, who have remained an integral part of the party's fabric. To label any individual who seeks to challenge the party leadership as a supporter of the PPP is not only unfair, but goes against the very principles upon which the PNC was founded. Internal dissent and competition for leadership positions are healthy for political parties as they foster creativity, growth, and a continuous examination of policies and strategies. Rather than stifling voices of dissent, it is essential that the PNC embraces its diverse membership base. Guyana is a multi-ethnic society, and for the party to truly represent the aspirations of the constituents, it must provide a space where individuals from all backgrounds feel valued and included. We must remember, as soon as Norton became the leader, all, as far as my brains are thinking me, of Indo-Guyanese, even some indigenous Guyanese, were expelled from the leadership of the party. Actually chased out, according to my information. It is time for the PNC leadership to reflect upon the principles that define the party's existence. This means reevaluating their stance on individuals who dare to challenge the status quo and understanding that the party's strength lies in the ability to adapt, grow, and embrace the multitude of perspectives within its midst. Congress has been overdue since December. This is 4 months and counting. Other aspects of the Constitution, like monthly meetings and quarterly councils, have also been violated. Instead of attacking Amna, why not demand that the principles and articles of the Constitution of the PNC be upheld? Why not direct attacks on the government corruption instead of attacking Amna? Well, I don't know what government corruption you're talking about, Ubraj. Maybe like in every government around the world, there may be some, but they were much more blatant during the era of the APNU AFC, and I got some of that, including from the Ministry of Home Affairs. All right, I got some amazing corruption and deception in there. It is crucial for the People's National Congress to address the concerns raised by loyal members who feel marginalized due to their Indian heritage or desire to challenge the party's leadership. So, is he saying racism? By not me saying no, but they feel they are marginalized. The PNC must endeavor to create an inclusive environment where dissent is encouraged, diverse voices are heard, and the spirit of hope's Burnham vision is upheld. Only then can the party truly serve as a platform for progress and represent the aspirations of all Guyanese citizens. I'm still awaiting for the leadership of the PNC to condemn certain parts of the statement issued by the chairman, Sherwin Holder. Long live the PNC. The man really loved the PNC, and sometimes I wonder why. I've always had friends in the PNC, since Desmond Hoyt especially. Robert Corbyn was a friend and an ambassador of peace, someone that I truly respected and looked up to. Pandit Ubraj Narine, Justice of the Peace, Commissioner of Oaths to Affidavits, former mayor and former sergeant of the Guyana Defense Force. So that is the reality there, ladies and gentlemen. That is the reality. The man is asking a question, they can't answer it, and then they say that he is, because he's speaking, he wants the PPPC to be in power. Before you all try to win the man's heart, call him in. Call all those who are disappointed with the PNC and see what you could do to revitalize the party and explain, Ms. Norton, why. Explain why you wanted blank checks, as it is alleged by Marceline, I think is his name, who was the director of finance in the PNC. Your friend, your brother, me, Haji, Dr. Ocean, Kaninda, say thank you.